Israeli late-night skit show pushes out disgusting pro-Israeli propaganda, smearing Palestinian activists.
I wanna start a revolution.
All right, guys, hello, and welcome to another episode of Thinking Out Loud. We have another quick little video for you guys today, and this time I mean it should only run about 15 minutes or so. Going into this video, I was originally doing some research and trying to do some analysis on the protests that have been going on throughout college campuses. The pro-Palestinian protests have been going on through college campuses here in the United States. And while going through my sources with that, I actually found some pretty disgusting, pretty cringe Israeli propaganda from a late-night skit show based out of Israel. The skit show is called Eretz Nehederet, which means it's a wonderful country in Hebrew. And I just wanted to show it to you guys because it is deeply disgusting, deeply racist, deeply anti-LGBT, and this is all coming from a country that claims to be a bastion of diversity, a bastion of inclusiveness when it comes to, you know, LGBT and stuff like that. Obviously, all of us watching this channel, all of us that engage with independent media know that, you know, no, Israel is actually a settler colony, a deeply right-wing fascist settler colony. But I wanted to show you guys this because it just really shook me how cringe it was and how disgusting it was. And it's really like a brilliant little window into the psyche of not just the people in Israel, the culture of Israel, but the wider, you know, mental state, mental perspective, the way that Zionists in general throughout the world, because as we know, there are more Christian Zionists in the U.S. than there is in all of Israel. The way Zionists view the world, right? And how the tropes that they use are literally just rehashed fascist propaganda, fascist tropes, fascist talking points. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this for you guys and show this to you. I have a couple videos here. The first one is lampooning the activists that have been, you know, hunkering down on college campuses throughout the United States. Forgive me, guys. I'm having trouble talking and keeping my head straight today. I've been out of work sick. So the first one's lampooning the student activist movement for Palestine. And then the second one I'm going to show you is lampooning aid agencies and people that are getting donations for Palestinians, civilians, those that are calling for humanitarian aid relief. So we'll go ahead and jump right into this here, guys, and I'll show you.
YouTube with
and just quickly, I'm sorry, I know I said jump into this, but trigger warning, very anti-LGBT, very racist, extremely racist tropes, and also trigger warning just for the fact of how fucking cringe it is. You know, it kind of reminds me of the whole, you know, the left can't meme, but we all really know that the right can't meme. Both of these skits are like, if you gave, and this is exactly what it is, if you gave right-wingers, if you gave fascists an unlimited budget to do a goddamn skit show, it's just like that. So let's go ahead and jump in here.
Columbia Anti-Semitic News, where everyone is welcome. LGBTQH.
H?
Hamas.
Yeah, I totally sim Hamas.
Yeah.
It's so trending right now.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Do you know why it's true? Because it rhymes. Just look at all this toxic Zionist propaganda. Kidnapped in Gaza. Does this look like Gaza to you?
Yeah, but I have no idea what Gaza looks like.
And they're smiling. Do hostages smile? Zionist liars.
Totally sus.
Do they think we're stupid?
Stupid? I major in queer post-colonial astrology. Ew. Jews make the world dirty.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm racist fluid.
Exactly. And now for a little break from all this activism, we want to say hello to our BFF,
Bestie freedom fighter.
Abu Fatwa in Gaza. Salam alaikum.
Alaykum as-salam, and inshallah, Allah will kill you all infidels.
Thank you so much for joining us. Love the headpiece, the all oppression chic. Very drip.
Mr. Fatwa, how are you? Are you safe?
Oh yes, I'm safe. I'm in a tunnel under the Gaza hospital. Above me, I have Allah and 2 million civilians protecting me.
Community is so important these days.
Do you need like humanitarian aid, food, fuel, medicine?
It's okay, I have everything. I'm only hungry for rockets.
As long as it's organic.
Yeah.
I wish I just could be there with you.
You can come to Gaza anytime and we will throw you from the roof, you homosexual dirt.
Do you hear? Bro, want to throw me a rooftop party?
They are so welcoming and inclusive.
So shukran. And you are also very welcome to come here to America.
We will come. First we finish with Israel and America is next.
Great. So I guess we'll see you soon.
Yes, it would be a blast.
Can't wait. It will be so multicultural.
Ya Allah, you are so stupid.
Thank you so much, Abu. We love you.
I won't even bother killing you. It's a waste of bullets.
Good vibes only.
It's better you just kill yourself.
Okay, bye.
Die.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be Jews free. Yeah, that sounds better.
It is better.
Yeah. Where to even start with that? The tropes are pretty clear. Depicting Arabs as terrorists, depicting Hamas as terrorists, despite the fact that they're a legitimate political organization, a legitimate military organization. Obviously, they had won the elections in Gaza in 2006. Just playing on the classic brown Arab terrorist trope. Going along with that, the trope of, just lampooning, discrediting, infantilizing young people, young adults. This whole, they don't, as a millennials, the name of the channel is entitled Millennials because we went through exactly the same shtick in 2016 back when we started this channel. Just infantilizing young adults, that they don't understand the world, that they're naive, that their beliefs and their political ideology or their convictions are just rooted in shallow sort of trendiness, like whatever the big thing is right then, repeated talking points, falling for propaganda. That's why they're against empire. That's why they're for Palestinian liberation, all these sort of tropes, right? But I want to point out, too, when you look at this gives you a really clear lens into how deeply right-wing and fascist the settler colony of Israel is. Look at the cartoonish nature of this propaganda. And this is one of the top, late night type of skit shows in Israel. And then you couple this, if you've watched any of the actual media coverage coming out of Israel. We have this dialogue right now in the United States as some of these war crimes and atrocities are getting too much even for the palate of mainstream Democrats. They talk about, we need to get Netanyahu out of the government and then everything will be fine and Israel will go back to being a democracy. It's just this super right wing. That's no. This is and I'll pan to it here. This is the face. This is the inner psyche of the Israeli mentality. And look at these people here. And I don't want to play the race or ethnicity card. I hear it is true that a lot of the Jewish settlers in historic Palestine, in what they call Israel, are Ashkenazi Jew. They're European Jews that emigrated there from 100 AD onwards, a slow process. They are not ethnically Jewish in the way that Palestinian Jews are. We have Jews living in Palestine that have been living there since the time of the Canaanites, right? Since the time of the first temple. And these, as you can see, are white people speaking clear English as their first language, because they are European settlers settling in Palestine, settling in the Arab region, and then whitewashing their genocidal settler-colonial project with the fact that they are Jewish, fleeing anti-Semitism, And you'll hear analysts and historians talking about that this is the weaponizing of the Holocaust. If you go back and you look at the original founders of Israel, like Ben Gurion and stuff like this, there's quotes like, if I could save all the children in Germany by relocating them to London, or England, or if I could only save half of them by relocating them to Palestine, I would choose the latter, right? Early in Israel's history, the Zionist history, through the 30s while the Holocaust was being perpetuated, and then immediately after, the Zionists called the survivors of the Holocaust the Hebrew word for soap, under this idea that, when the Nazis killed the Jews, they burned them down and used their fat to make soap, because they viewed those Jews as weak. I mean, this is the Ubermensch Nazi ideology of Israel, the Zionist project. It's just all the tropes and all the regular thinking of fascist ideology flipped on the script for Jewish people. And you'll see if you go onto Twitter and you look at like deeply Israeli accounts, it's all this sort of, like I said, Ubermensch sort of dialogue, perspective, narrative. They think that they're the chosen people from God, that they have, I've even seen posts where like, we just, because of our connection to God and stuff, we have superior DNA, we're beyond human. I mean, these are literally the sort of perspectives that were taken from Nietzsche with the Ubermensch. The Nazis took that Ubermensch sort of concept out of Nietzsche and totally warped it and then made it into this white supremacist Aryan ideology. It's the exact sort of thing in Israel. And I mean, just look at this imagery. You could see it quite clearly. This is how they view the world, right? But really, that's all I have for you guys for this skit. But I want to jump into another one because every late night show, they are running stuff like this. And this is the totality of Israeli media, Israeli political culture. This is where they are at as a society. If you don't need a clear example of how Zionists are just Nazis with a Jewish framework, I don't know what else to show you, at this point. So I'll go ahead and jump into this one here for you guys. Again, this is the next one, lampooning people that want to give humanitarian aid to the people undergoing genocide in Gaza, right?
The children of Gaza are suffering. They have no food or medical supply. But you can help. Please open your heart and make a donation by clicking in the link below. Shukran and God bless you.
Cannot believe what we are brought on Gaza. Thank Allah that we are safe in the plaza. There's nothing left to eat like a Ramadan retreat. I don't really give a shit, cause I'm hanging in my suite. Check out, we are dealing here with monsters. The room service wouldn't bring us lobsters. Call Maya Khalifa to play with us some FIFA and tell her to dress up like she is a nurse in Shifa. Dollar bills, dollar bills. My people have no water, wonder how it feels. Dollar bills, dollar bills. They have no gasoline, I just wonder when you will. Donate us money, my dog needs new Armani. Gaza sky is black, but Qatar is always sunny. Knocking on the door, fuck it's the Mossad. Chill ya baba, I just ordered sushi avocado. Dollar bills, dollar bills. Mash'al is so straight, he just got himself new grills. Dollar bills, Barbies. Put some Netflix on, I don't want to see the kids. Donate us money, my dog needs new Armani. Gaza skies is black, but Qatar is always sunny. You just give me money, life is pretty funny. Gaza skies is black, but Qatar is always sunny.
Cry harder.
We need more money.
People of the world.
Yeah. I mean, that one's even worse than the last one. Laughing at the humanitarian crisis there. I don't need to point out, again, the classic orientalist trope about Arabs, about Persians, shifty, side dealing. Yeah, it's all there. You guys aren't idiots. The comments about Mia Khalifa, obviously very sexist. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I don't need to even give that much commentary on it. But again, I'll just reiterate. This is the way that the vast majority of the Israeli public views the world. It's not a one-off. This is one of the most popular television programs in the country. It's a Wonderful Country is the name of the programming. There you have it, guys. Really, that's all I have for you. Not a lot of analysis on this, but I just wanted you guys to see this. Contrast this and contrast the other things you've seen, like Israeli soldiers parading around in Palestinian women's underwear, making jokes about killing children, making jokes about Palestinian women. You've seen all this stuff if you've been following this at all. And if you haven't been, it's out there. You just need to do a simple Google search. Contrast all of that horror that you've seen with this. While Israelis sit safe and shielded by the American empire and their little dome of their settler colony, while the true indigenous people of that region are eradicated from human history. But again, guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment. Keep those comments coming with what you think we should rename the channel to. I want to get the dialogue going on that. Don't forget you can support our independent media work on Patreon at patreon.com/entitledmillennials. You can support us there for just $1 a month. Appreciate all of you guys that have done continued support. Like we talked about in the last episode, I upgraded our tech here. Much needed. It's making the work and the process of editing and recording and stuff a lot easier. Thank you to everyone that's already donated a little bit to help cover those costs. It was definitely made my bank account take a big hit. So if you want to support us financially through one-time PayPal donations, cover some of those tech costs, I'd really appreciate it. You can do that at paypal.me/entitledmillennials. But as always, guys, great hanging out with you. Great talking the issues with you. And I look forward to speaking again with y'all really soon. Bye-bye for now.
I wanna start a revolution.